What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is gonna be part 3 of the build series here. This is our pantry, and if you guys remember, this is the last part of the pantry that we were working on. What I will do next, I'm gonna cut a couple of pieces of MDF because we want to make these double, just like I mentioned on the previous video. I'm gonna go ahead and cut those first, and then I'm going to start working on the shelves here. In the middle, we're gonna have a shelf, one here and one there. Also, this one here, there's gonna be 2 extra shelves here. So basically, the first thing we're gonna get started on is the shelves. All right. I have my pieces right here. This is gonna be the double side, the second side here, and then this one is gonna be for this other side. I went ahead and installed the top one already. That one also is gonna be double layered, so I still need to cut the bottom one. Before I do that, I wanna put these 2 on there. The bottom one is already installed. I just need to put all the nails in there. No, all the screws, I'm sorry. So once I put the screws on that one, I'm gonna put these 2 in, and then the last piece is gonna be the bottom one that's gonna go right there, so I can have double, just like everywhere else. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and install and start installing these right here. These are the shelves for these 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to continue with this other part here. Same thing. This is gonna continue the double layered shelf from here to there. 2 of them. 1, 2. But first, let's get that in. All right, guys, so this is done. This part is done. The shelves are cut and they are put together. I have all of them here. Those 2, this one here is gonna be the very last one for the corner, and I have the smaller ones here for the first section here. I also have all the pieces I'm gonna be using for support. I'm gonna be putting them on the sides here, on the back side, and on the this other side here, on both sides. These are gonna be the supports for the shelves. That one right there is completed. It's done, and it looks really good. All I need is the shelves for this. I ran out of MDF. Again, I might need maybe half a sheet to finish this up right here, but that's gonna be for another day. Right now, what I'm gonna get started on is I'm gonna start measuring out all my shelves, where the shelves are gonna be sitting at. I have my measurement from there to there, and then from there to there. So I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. I will be taking measurements. Then I'm going to cut these pieces, the MDF pieces here, to the right length, and I am going to be screwing those in. Okay, so let's get measuring so we can install those shelves. as you guys saw on that time lapse, I installed all the supports here on the sides and the back side of the cabinet here. And what I'm gonna do next, I have all my braces ready to go with screws. I already pre-drilled all my screw holes, and I'm ready to go. So that's the next thing. All right, so let's get those screws installed, and I'll get you guys out here when I'm ready to install the shelves. All right guys, as you guys saw on that time lapse, I already installed all my screws. I secured all my my mounts there, my supports for the shelves. Everything has screws now. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna grab the first ones here, the first shelves, and I'm gonna slide them in, and then I'm gonna keep going, the second, third, and then finally the last one, which is this big one here. It's a little tricky to get it in there. That's why I'm gonna leave that one last. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on these two shelves. All right guys, I'm gonna go ahead and slide the first two. Let's see. This is gonna be the bottom one. Okay, there goes the first one. I'm gonna do the second one. This is gonna be the top one here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one here. And this is the tricky one. This is the tricky one here because it's got an odd shape and it's way at the corner here, so wish me luck. It was a tight fit when I tried it on, so okay, let's give it a try. Now, okay, let's see. Sucker's heavy. And there it is. It was a little tricky, but it's in there. Wow, it's looking like something now. So these two are the same level. Actually, these 4 shelves, and then that one, my wife wanted to just keep it in the middle, so I split the distance from here to here, from here to there, and it's the same. Okay, let me bring you guys in here so you guys can see. She's all excited. All right guys, here's a closer look of the shelves installed. Not bad at all. There's a couple gaps here and there. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna fill that in with caulking. I'm gonna be doing all that all those gaps. Those gaps are gonna be gone before we paint this. All right, it's looking like something better and better each day. Cool, we're done for tonight. We're gonna continue with this project tomorrow. All right, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so it's the next day. We're gonna continue with the project here. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna be attaching all the shelves to the framing of this counter. What I'm gonna use is a few screws here and there. I don't need to go that crazy of attaching all the shelves because they're already tight in there. They don't, and they're not gonna be moving. Those are just to hold them in place. We're gonna be doing the same thing I've been doing with all the holes. I'm gonna go use my special drill bit here, and then Phillips bit there for my drywall screws. So yes, that's gonna be the next thing we're gonna work on, guys. So let's get going. Okay, first two are done. Let's continue with the next one. I'm gonna bring you in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, maybe you can see it from here. So what I need to do first, I need to work on the bottom one first, because I won't have access if I do the top one first. I'm gonna do three screws. Actually, I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 1 in the back. One. I'm doing it in an angle, guys, so I can go through my brace and the other piece of wood here. So I start in flat like this, and then I go in an angle. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna get 3 of these. Okay, last one over here. Let me see, I can move you guys over here. Okay, let's continue. For this one here, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do 5 on this one. Did I say 5? I think that's 6, but that's fine. Okay guys, moving on to the next step. I'm gonna be cutting all these pieces that are sticking out of the pocket holes. Some of them are sticking out, some of them are not. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. There's one or two here and there that I need to trim down before I start sanding the whole thing. All right, so let's get that going. All right, now we are ready to start sanding this thing down. I have my 3 sanders here. Not sure if I'm gonna use all 3 of them, but I have them ready to go. So let's get, finally, let's get this sanding going. It's gonna get a little dusty. It's the least favorite part of any of my builds, the sanding part. But guess what? It's got to get done. Let's go. I already sanded down everything, as you guys saw on the last time lapse. It's ready for the trim to go in the front here. Remember, don't forget, tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the shelves. And yeah, I'm not sure if tonight I'm gonna do the trim in the front here. Not sure yet. I might do it. It's a little late. I'm a little tired, but we're gonna continue moving forward. Look at my face. Did I mention how much I hate sanding? Well, yeah, it's a mess. Anyway, that had to be done and it's out of the way now. So we're just gonna continue moving forward, guys. Continue moving forward. Okay, so if I don't finish this up today, I mean, if I don't start putting on the trim, it'll be until tomorrow. But that's gonna be the next step in the process. So stay tuned. All right, guys, last night I was not able to do anything else after the sanding. I was too dirty, too tired, it was too late. So I decided just to continue today with the project. And like I mentioned last night, I'm gonna continue with the shelves. I already went to the store and I picked up another sheet of MDF. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out all my shelves. And then after that, I'm gonna go outside, cut them up, and then get them installed the same way I installed those shelves there. Okay, so that's the first thing we're gonna do today. After that, my goal is to at least install all the trim. I already have all my stuff for I brought the caulking and I brought the all-purpose material we're gonna use for this, so I can make this a smooth finish just on the shelves. And I'm not sure where else. I think that's it. Maybe the bottom there, I need some of that too. Anyway, let's get started. Let's go ahead and finish up installing the shelves on that cabinet there. Okay, so let's go. Okay guys, I have all my pieces cut out. These are gonna be the shelves. All we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves, and then these are gonna be our supports here. These are gonna be the sides. These are gonna be the back side, the back pieces, and then these wider pieces are gonna be for the front. I decided not to do double on the shelves here, on these ones here. The reason why is because they are so close, and they don't need to be doubled. I don't think they're gonna sag down because of the size. Like on these right here, that's why I went double with these, because the length. Okay, and they have no support underneath, only the sides. And this one here is small. These are gonna be so small that I think they're gonna be okay with being one single shelf. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna start putting together the shelves. I'm gonna add these pieces to the front, and then all the supports into that cabinet there. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting these together. Alright guys, as you guys saw on the last time lapse, I went ahead and installed all the shelves supports here into the cabinet. The next thing I'm going to work on is installing or sliding in and supporting all the shelves. I'm going to start with the bottom one. I'm going to work my way up to the top, and then we're going to use all the sheetrock screws to hold them in place. So let's start with the first one, the bottom one. All right, guys, the shelves are installed. So what I did here, instead of doing double shelves, I went ahead and added a piece the width of this right here of 1.25 inches because these are 5/8. So this is gonna be 1.25 inches. So this is 1.25 inches. I cut me a piece of 1.25 inches right there, and it looks really good. They are really sturdy. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Okay, not too bad. Remember, all these gaps here, I'm gonna fill them up, fill them in with caulking. Everything inside too, all the corners, all the sides, everything is gonna be touched up with caulking. All right, let's move on to the next thing, guys, which is gonna be the trim. Finally, we're gonna do the trim now. All right, guys, I'm done cutting up all my trim pieces. I have them on the some of them on top of the counter, some of them on top of the shelf. Anyway, all the pieces are ready to go. Hopefully they're all gonna be cut to size. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to run outside and just trim them up a little if I have to. And this is the type of trim I'm gonna be using. It's 1.25 inches on width and 1/4 inch thick. This is what we decided to go with, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that cabinet there, followed by the rest of it here. This is not gonna have any trim because it's already the size we want, and yeah, we're just gonna make it a little prettier with either wood putty or the all-purpose mud like we use for the walls and texture. I'm gonna use the same thing here. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that side, work my way up to this end, and I think we're gonna call it a night. But first, watch me how I do all this. All right, guys, I just finished installing the trim, and it looks really, really good. It's coming together, guys. One step closer. I had to do 145 right there, another 45 cut right there. What else? Oh, another one down here. That's another 45. The rest of the cuts were just straight cuts. So the trim is completed. One step closer. Okay, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Anything I've done, if you guys have anything, any comments or anything you guys want to know about this project, let me know. Put it down in the comment section below, and I'll be answering any questions you guys might have. Pretty good, guys. All right, with that said, thank you guys for watching the video. This is gonna be the end of part 3, I think. So stay tuned for the last part. I think the last part is gonna be the final part. We wanna get it done. Yeah, so I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.